I started asking interviewers this one question, and every single time I would ask it, they would get tripped up, but it would give me the opportunity to address any concerns they had as a result of my interview. So I'm going to share with you the 5 interview questions I generally ask. The first question I like to ask is, how do you and senior leadership respond to errors in the workplace? I ask this question because some people in senior leadership are very not nice when it comes to lower level employees making errors. Based on the interviewer's response, I'm able to gauge if senior leadership and management are going to be more of the nurturing type and walking a lower level employee through their mistakes so that they don't make it again, or if they're just going to be really annoying and very disrespectful about it. And by disrespectful, I mean consistent passive-aggressive comments just because of that one error. The second question I like to ask is, what percentage of the team have personal commitments outside of work, and how flexible is the organization in allowing employees to make such commitments? If you remember in my other video where I was saying it's really important for me to know my manager has a family, this is the kind of question I would ask to gauge how many people on my team have families or personal commitments, and if my manager has a personal commitment. Last time I asked this question in an interview, the interviewer actually told me that they had a son that was autistic, and because of that, the organization was flexible in allowing them to go to doctor's appointments and other things they needed to attend. The third question I like to ask is, given the industry, I understand this role may call for a fluctuating work week. Can you tell me how many late nights and weekends you have worked in the past 3 months? I like to ask this question actually for 2 reasons. The first reason, I want to know what the work-life balance is like. It's going to be really annoying to me personally if I know that I'm going to be working weekends every single day or always working in the evening. The second reason I actually like to ask this question is for salary negotiations. If I know that it's pretty consistent to be working late nights and weekends, I want to make sure that my salary is comfortable enough for me for that reason. The next question I like to ask is, how long have you been with this organization and how many job titles have you held? This essentially helps me gauge how keen the organization is on giving people promotions. If somebody tells me they've been with the organization for 5 to 10 years and they've held the same job title, I got all the answers I need to know. My last and favorite question is there anything in my resume or anything we discussed today that instills doubt in my capabilities to excel in this role? Kid you not, every single time I've ever asked this question, the interviewer's always like, huh. Because what it does is it forces them to reflect back on the entire conversation and really ask themselves, based on this conversation, do I feel like this person's going to be able to excel in the role? Only once has anyone ever told me a concern. It was me job hopping to different places. But what it did was it allowed for me to reinforce my capabilities because I was able to address that concern.